The following is a presentation of Studio Audrain, powered by the Mexico Ledger.
And thanks everyone for tuning in to Community Matters from Studio Audrain here at the Mexico Ledger. I'm your host, Matt Pilger. Joining us today, stopping by, is the owner of Century 21 here in Mexico, Marissa Lightsey, and want to say thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you coming by. We wanted to kind of get an update on the housing market situation in Mexico, Audrain County, if you will. Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? How would you describe it?
Yeah, so I think we're kind of getting back to that point where we have more of a normal market. So when I first started real estate, at any given time, we had around 100 listings on the market, sometimes a little bit more. And then COVID times, low interest rates, all of that happened. We were seeing like 30 homes on the market, 13 homes on the market. And so now we're getting back to that normal time. If you look at inventory right now, if you go to realtor.com and look at 65265, we have like 103 or 106 right now. So we've seen a huge increase. Rates have come down just a smidge. I think that they kind of felt pushed, Big Brother, Jerome Powell and those guys. So we got a little rate cut last week. So rates are down just a little bit. I think we're leaning more towards a buyer's market at this point. Listings are sitting longer. We're seeing closer to 38 days on the market at this point. So all those things kind of mixed together, I think pushes us more into that buyer's market box.
Absolutely. What kind of price range is moving faster in Mexico? Starter homes, mid-range, higher-end properties, and maybe what is the average price range, if you will?
Yeah, it's definitely changed over the last 5 or 6 years. So right now, I would say anything under 200 is usually going to sell pretty quick. Anything under 100, like investment stuff, goes really fast. We see a lot of people wanting to flip, wanting to rent, all of those kinds of things. So those are going exceptionally fast. But really under 200, maybe under 250 would probably be like the max.
Very nice. If people want more information, I'm sure they could always call your office, and you'd be happy to help them out there and show them around. So, all right. Well, listen, I appreciate you stopping by. Anything else you want to add about the housing market today?
I think that once those rates come down just a little bit more, maybe we get into those fives a little more, I think that the market's going to be bananas. So really, if I was somebody who thought I wanted to buy a home in the next 3 to 5 years, I would probably start looking now. You're going to have less competition for these houses, which is something we hadn't seen in the last few years. You're going to have more options to choose from. Like I said, we have over 100 right now. You can just get the house and you can always refinance later.
Very nice. She is Marissa Lightsey, the owner of Century 21. I'm Matt Pilger, and this is Community Matters from Studio Audrain at the Mexico Ledger.